All right. Did y'all do this one first? Is that the one you did first? All right, the first one talks about line plots and stem and leaf plots. So number one said, create a stem and leaf plot using the following test scores. So what was your stem? What place value is your stem? Ones or tens? Oh, y'all are killing me today. Don't do this today. Y'all got to help me out a little bit. Let's see. So what number did y'all do this one? Yeah, what'd y'all put over here? We have, let's see, 55, 63, 67, 75, 80, 86, 90, 92, and 100. So you're gonna put the tens place on the stem part? So what do we need? We need a 5, we need a 6, 7, 8, 9, and what's in the tens place here? 10. Yep. So what do we need in the ones place? What do we need for our 5? What's in the ones place? 5. What's in the ones place for the 6? 3 and 7. What about for the 7? 8, 9, 10. Yay! And we also have to come over here and put our key. So which one you want to use? What number? 55. So put a 5, your line, and a 5. Yay! Good job. All right, let's look at the next one. Let's do our line plot. So when we create a line plot, what's the first step? We have to put our numbers in order least to greatest. So we have 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Is that all my 6s? 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10, 10. And then draw our line. What numbers do we need to label on our line? 6 through 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now what do you want to put? X's or dots? X's. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could we have put dots? Yep, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which one we do. All right, so let's look over here at our stem and leaf plot, and we are going to answer some questions. So the first question asks us, how many scored exactly 85? So I've got to find my 8, because see, 5/4 is 54%. So I'm 5 my 8, and how many 5s do I have? 3. So how many people scored exactly 85%? 3. How many scored at least 60%, but less than 80%? So I meant to erase that. Let's erase this so I don't get confused. And let's see, I need to be at least 60. So these will work, but less than 80. So those will work. So how many people is that? 12. Yay. What's the range of the test scores? Range, we've got to do the highest minus the lowest. So what's the highest number? 100. What's the lowest number? 54. So what's 100 minus 54? 46. Which test score occurred the most? Now, the number that's there the most often is called the what?
Mode.
The mode. So let's see, we've got 54, 56, 59, 60, 60. So we've got 60 there twice, okay? So I'm going to highlight this. Oh, I meant to highlight. Just so that I don't forget that that one's there twice, okay? 66, 67, 68, 70, 70. That one's there twice. 74, 75, 76, 76. It's there twice. 79, 82, 84, 85, 85, 85. Well, 85 is there how many times?
3 times.
3 times. So let's highlight that one because that one's there 3 times so I can do without my 2's. 86, 88, 89, 90, 90, 91, 95, 95, 95. Well, there's another 3-er. 97, 98, 99, 99, 100, 100, 100. So what's my mode?
85, 95, and 100.
Good job. What's the highest score?
100.
What's the lowest?
54.
And did the majority of the students do well or poorly? Well, because most of them made more. Most of them, if you look, passed. How many students scored over 70%?
26.
How many?
26.
26. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. What is the median test score? What does median mean? The middle. So let's try that. This is where it gets a little tricky. We're gonna have to mark off. I'm gonna get this color. Low, high, low, high, low, high. 60's low, 99's high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. 70, 95, 70, 95, low, high, low, high, low, high. Low, 89's the highest, low, high, low, high, low, high. And what is the median?
85.
85. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Write 2 of your own questions based on the stem and leaf chart. What'd you come up with?
I didn't do that one.
Okay, so I'm gonna give, at home you need to come up with your own questions. Okay, and we're gonna keep going. You'll have to do that when we get finished. All right, have y'all gotten over to the back where you read the line plot? Okay, I'm gonna give you a second. I want you to answer those questions. All right, so if we look at this line plot, how many students are in 3rd grade that are participating in art? How many? 4. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 X's. How many students are in grades 4 through 8? How many? 16. You have to count the X's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. How many did you say?
Oh, I didn't count 8.
You didn't count 8th grade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Are there more kindergarteners in the class or 6th graders? 6th grade. Because how many kindergartners are there? 3. How many 6th graders? 4. So you got 1 more. How many more students are in a grade higher than 4th than lower than 4th? So how many are lower than 4th? That's 12. How many are higher? 5, 9, 12, 14. So how many more students are higher? 2. How many students are in art class altogether? 30. Yep. All right, let's look. And I'm going to put that back up in just a second. I want you, I'm going to give you the key for this one. And I want you to make it. So let's say, if this is the key, I want you to make your stem and leaf plot for that one. All right, I think that one thing that we learned that's important is if we put them in order first, it's easier not to miss numbers. Is that true? Maybe it's easier not to miss numbers if we put them in order first. Huh?
You didn't put them in order?
No, not when I started. I thought that I would do it without that, and then it took me forever. So I kept messing up. All right, we're gonna skip that second question right now. Okay, so flip over, just turn your paper over to the next page. So we have our frequency table. So we have 2 examples of frequency tables, and then we have some practice right here, okay? So what we're gonna have to do is we have, Gavin surveyed his friends to find out what their favorite type of candy was. Make a frequency table with tally marks to organize the data he collected. So, chocolate, I'm gonna put 1 tally mark for chocolate and mark it off. Fruity, tally mark it off. Sour, tally mark it off. Chocolate, tally mark it off. I want you to keep going. All right, so how many people said chocolate is their favorite candy? 7. Fruity?
5.
Sour?
5.
Other?
3.
3. So which candy is the most popular?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. My favorite. Which candy is the least popular? Other. I mean, what is other? And how many friends did Gavin survey? 20, because you got to add them all together. 5 plus 5 is 10. 7 plus 3 is 10. And 10 plus 10 is 20. All right. So the tricky one to create is the histogram. So let's look at the histogram. And I'm going to do this. We are not going to do this top part 1 through 5. We're not doing that because we talked about that yesterday when we talked about our notes. So I'm not going to make you rewrite and fill in those blanks right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to create our histogram. Each axis has been labeled for us, and we have these numbers, okay? Says these are all test scores, and then we've got to figure out the frequency of our test scores. They did not put our data in order from least to greatest. So I do want, if you need a piece of paper, I'll be glad to bring you one. But we do need to put our numbers in order from least to greatest. Let's see. This is not. Oh well, it's just gonna have that black box around it. Let's see. 40. Oh, somebody made a 40 on the test. That was not good. 40, 45. 46. 54. Let's see. Probably shouldn't be talking out loud. And I'll let you work on putting them in order while I'm putting them in order.
Wait, don't we have to type on them?
Alright, when you put your numbers in order, this is what they should look like. So, I'm going to ask you a question that's not down here on the bottom. What's the interval that they put here? 40 to 49, what's the interval? 10, because you have to do 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. You need to count on your fingers, but it is an interval of 10. So if we look, 40 to 49 is going to be how many numbers? 3. So I'm going to go up to the 3, and I'm going to put my bar down, and you can shade it in, or you can leave it blank. It doesn't matter. How many are 50 to 59? 3. Remember, your bars must what? Touch. 60 to 69. How many do we have? 6. Seventy to 79. 2. 80 to 89. 4. And 90 to 99. 4. So, how many students scored 70 or higher? So we've got to count this one and these two. So we've got 2 plus 4 plus 4 is what? What's 2 plus 4? 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. All right, now it wants to know how many students scored between 40 and 79. So we're going to start here at 40 and go all the way to 79. So we have 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 2 is 14. All right, number 3 has 2 parts. How many people scored above 80? Oh, and I just did mine wrong. How many people scored above 80? How many more students scored above 80 or below 80? Oh, and I just asked that the whole wrong way. Did more students score above 80 or below 80? Good Lord. I messed that one all up. So are there more students on this side of the line or that side of the line? Below. Yes, below. Sorry. Is our data even or scattered? Scattered. It is not even. If it were even, it would be like, we're going to talk about that on Monday, but it would be like a bill. How many are in, oh, wait a minute. Yeah. How many are in the class?
22.
22. Because you've got 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 plus 4 is 18. 18 plus 4 is 22 people in the class. All right, let's look at okay. The last 2 I'm not gonna do with you. You're gonna have to do those on your own. Okay. Okay. So How many students scored exactly 85%? In our frequency table, we know that 7 people scored 80 to 89. But do we know how many students scored exactly 85? We don't. So you cannot get that data from a frequency table. You cannot tell that from the table because the frequency table gives ranges. Intervals. Does not give exact scores.
Is 3 the same one?
Hmm?
Is 3 the same one?
How many scored at least 80? Can you tell?
Oh, okay, no, I understand it.
All right, so right here we have 80 to 89, and then we have 90 to 99. So how many people scored at least 80? 16. We don't know how many people scored 80 or how many people scored 89 or how many people scored 93, but we know that 16 people scored at least an 80.
I don't know why I was thinking like 80 exactly.
So did the majority of the students do well or poor?
Well.
All right, then it asks you to add those. Let me see that on your paper. So if you add the numbers, you're going to have to, if we added 85, 75, 90, 85, 60, 75, and 100. Do I have a 100 here?
No.
So what are we going to have to do?
Add a new
100 plus and add a new row. Okay, so you need to do that down there.